Hey YouTube, it's Dimitri from Bianca Land, and today we're going to do a Asian pear comparison here. So we're going to do a Yali pear, which are these small green kind of pears. They look more like a European pear. They're also known as a duckbill pear or a white pear. I believe from doing some research online, this is one of the most common pears in China. And this big fella here, this is going to be a Tsu Li pear. Now, the reason I'm going to review these two in comparison is because these two trees need each other to cross-pollinate. I believe there's a third tree that will cross-pollinate with these ones, but the Yali and the Tsu Li are the ones I have. I have fairly large trees. I bought them a few years ago. They seem to be the only Asian pears that are like really producing here. I also have a Chijuro and a Shinseki. Those are two other varieties. They make like the round pears, which I'll talk about a little bit in a second. But let's dive on in here to the taste test. Okay, so let's start off with the Yali here. So you can hear there's a big crunch to it. They're still pretty crispy. This year's batch has been very, very sweet like honey. They're still fairly juicy, like really juicy pears. A little bit of crunch to them. A slight grittiness, but almost like an apple, I would say, with a little bit more, I guess, hefty crunch to it. These are similar in texture in that they're crisper than a Gala. They're more like, I don't know, I think like Fuji's, like a really fresh, crisp apple. This year it even has almost like, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but like an alcoholic taste to it. Has a little bit of a bite, but they're super, super sweet. I have absolutely loved these. So we harvested 20.5 pounds of these off of our tree. Again, both pears we harvested mid-September here. The Tsu Li pears were green. I did not like them. They had a very green taste to them. Oddly enough, when you search online as well, there's lots of pictures of these and they're all green. Mine are not really green anymore. I've let mine sit. So we harvested these like mid-September. We're almost in mid-October here. I've been eating these though for probably about a month. I let them sit for about 3 or 4 weeks. I've read online as well that they don't, I don't know, Asian pears don't ripen off the tree like European pears do. That's got to be a lie because these Tsu Lis were pretty green when I picked them. Again, some are falling off on the ground. If I'd go to like check them, they'd already come off the tree when they were green. So I'm pretty sure they were ripe, but they need to ripen at least a few weeks off the tree here. So let's give this one a try. So this one has lost its crunch. It has like almost a little bit of a spicy like pineapple kind of flavor to it, but it's still, I don't know. These ones are actually some of my favorites. These I thought were like, they weren't that great. When they're crisper and a little bit fresher, so probably about 2-3 weeks off the tree, they're crisp, but they have that sand pear, which is the characteristic a lot of Asian pears get. Kind of that gritty texture to them, which I don't really mind. But these ones have been absolutely amazing. The Yali has a skin like a European pear. It's very thin and soft and easy to chew. The Tsu Li pear has a bit more of a thicker skin, which I actually kind of enjoy. It makes the whole eating experience a little bit more, I don't know, exciting. This one, again, is a little bit past ripe, but it is, the flavor profile this season has been pretty good. I'll note, too, last year, my Yalis tasted like cinnamon. I had a bunch of them that taste like cinnamon. It's the craziest thing I've ever had. But both pears I really enjoy. I really like here. This one, again, is like a sweet honey flavor. This one's a little bit more of a tropical flavor, a little bit something unique, I feel like. Like this one's like a really sweet pear, and if you get the cinnamon flavor in them year to year, it makes it a real treat to have as well. Overall, I would give both of these probably a 5 out of 5. Like if I could grow more of these every year, which of course I'm going to do because I have 2 giant trees, I would. I love these. I would plant maybe more of these trees as well, but these are amazing pears. I really enjoy these. I'd give these each a 5 out of 5. They have done great. So as a warning, do not eat too many of these pears. They actually are a laxative. I've done some research and I ate way too many pears. So just a little forewarning there. Have a few, enjoy them. If you cook them though, it seems to make them so they don't act as a laxative anymore. I've done a few things with them this year. We cut and dried some of these in a food dryer, preserver, whatnot. I also did some in my oven with the convection setting on. My wife made pear pie, which was absolutely amazing. And then tastes just like apple pie, to be honest with you. A little bit different, but almost the exact same with the same recipe and everything. And then finally, I made pear sauce. So just like applesauce, I chopped a bunch of these up, which I'll show some pictures here. I just diced them all up, took all the seeds out and the stem part, and then threw them into a pot with for every 5 pounds of pears, I put in a 1/4 cup of apple juice. And then I just cooked them down a little bit. Online it says you can just cook them down and they magically cook into sauce. You need a little like wand blender or put them into an actual blender. But the wand blender, whatever it's called, that works excellent too. You just kind of stir it around, run the blender, and get it all kind of turned into a sauce here. And then I canned all this, and this will actually turn our total of, 37.5 pounds of total pears into applesauce. So anyways, I love both of these. If you're looking for a tree to grow, they have been fairly easy to grow here in Zone 8A. I'm outside of Dallas, Texas here. I learned the hard way the first few years with my shinseki and my chijuro tree that they have fire blight. So you got to spray them early, like before it's even happening. I think it's like February or March is when I was spraying, like mid-February to mid-March, I think is about when I've been told to spray in my zone. I sprayed them again with the fire blight spray. Trees did amazing this year. I had no issues, except for the fact that I had a bunch of pears that got sunburnt because we were like in the 105s, 110s this year. So anyways, if you're looking for an Asian pear, these are my absolute favorites so far. I've had a few of the other ones. So the Suie is the grocery store pear. They're good. They're unique. I just haven't had a lot of luck growing the shinsekis and some of the other kind of round varieties of Asian pears. These more traditional ones, I guess, have done better because they have larger trees. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, until next time.